Here we are again, Dirty Hands MMA, commentating at Mecca 23. Alberto Velasquez versus Sam Smith. Alberto's in red, Sam Smith's in blue. Both fighters square up in the center of the ring, ready to get this bout started here. Alberto trains out of Sleepy Eye, Minnesota with his brothers, Juan Velasquez, and his other brothers. Don't know their names off the top of my head. These guys are real hungry to come up in this fighting world. To my knowledge, they don't really have a gym. I believe it's just them and their brothers training out their garage up in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. And they're making their way up the ranks already, which is awesome to see. These guys are primarily strikers with the Mexican style, that they like to call it. Not much grappling skill or development, but they're natural fighters, and they have a lot of instincts, a lot of good instincts when it comes to the ground game. So here early in round one, Sam gets on the leg. Alberto doing a great job of keeping him at bay for now. Sam does have his back control. No hooks in right now yet. Alberto could shake him off here. Maybe drop him forward over his head, right in his own corner, which is great. Way to turn back into his opponent and face him. Hooking the leg right there. Excellent work. Ends up taking the back. Sam with a great roll through. Ends up in the headlock position. Alberto scrambles his way out again. Alberto needs to get back up to his feet and get this fight where he wants it to take place. He shouldn't be fighting Sam on the ground as much as he can. Excellent work from Alberto to stand back up. Sam with the headlock takedown. These moves get learned a lot in wrestling. But Alberto being just a dog right here, does a reverse sit-up and ends up getting back up on top of Sam, throwing some hammer fists, saying, "Hey, bro, I'm still here to fight." Gets a weird triangle lock around just his head with no arm in there, so there's no real threat of triangle. However, it could be tight. I can't really see how tight it is. Nonetheless, it's going to immobilize Sam from this top control and give Alberto an opportunity to catch his breath, to make some decisions, and figure out how to get this guy off of him. So you see Sam trying to free up his legs by untying him from the foot. Alberto just staying calm here. Doesn't want to give up position any more than he already has. You can see his forehead getting pretty red. That was a possible tap right there from Smith, but Alberto didn't notice it and moved. A lot of punches right now landing on Smith to finish this round out. That's a pretty unique lock. I don't think Sam was expecting this to happen in round one. Excellent work from both fighters. I have to give that round to Alberto. Sam did have two nice takedowns, back control, headlock takedown, but there was no real threat of submission. Alberto did have a serious threat of submission there, which is awesome to see. So the cornermen for Alberto are two of his brothers, Juan, who I believe fights on this card again later tonight, and he's fought many times since then. I got the pleasure of fighting Juan at Ignite 110. I was able to secure the victory in round 2, but I did not get him to tap out or knock him out. But I did get a TKO finish in round 2. All right, round 2 begins here. Sam Smith versus Alberto. I'd like to give a shout out to Ignite sponsors: Spicy Feta, United States Air Force, and Dirty Hands MMA. Interesting fade in, fade out from the media crew here at Ignite. Alberto needs to stay up if he wants to do some real work here. Nice cross from Sam. Both fighters just hanging out in the center of the ring. Not much happening here. Trading some kicks, trading some punches. Let's see Sam take a shot here soon. Uppercut cross from Sam. Another uppercut cross. Naked head kick. Alberto's got him up the cage. Nice level change by Sam to make Alberto think about it. And sometimes that's all you got to do is just make him think about it. Make him see it, make him react. Now, nice combo right there from Sam. I actually have to say Sam's winning this stand-up exchange right now. Another level change, making Alberto react to it. Another feint to the takedown. So, yeah, he's got Alberto worrying about them takedowns. If Sam can set it up, he'll easily get this takedown here. And there he is. He baits Alberto in and just ducks right underneath it. Ends up taking him down. Ends up in top close guard. Not a terrible spot to be for either fighter, but it is MMA, so if Sam can posture up, he can throw down some pretty heavy hands. If Alberto can cut an angle, left or right, he can attack the legs, arm bars, triangles, etc. I just don't know the jiu-jitsu pedigree of Velasquez right here, so I think Sam is going to really dominate in this top position here. I'd like to see Sam posture up and, like I said, lay some heavy punches under the body to the head, but Alberto's doing he even knows a triangle, going for it, but watch out them up kicks. Sam ends up passing the guard. Alberto rolls out. Really awesome scramble here. Oh, Sam ends up in that headlock position again. Alberto does the leg raise, reverse sit-up movement, and he comes back up on top again, just like he did in round one. Sam he is on a single or double leg right now. And Alberto's eventually going to be sit down to his butt. Yep. He just sits on his butt right here. Sam in a weird spot with his head on the ground in between Alberto's legs, so he's got no power here. There he pops his head out, drives, passes the side. Come on, guys. I really need you to start focusing on your output. No one gives a fuck if you're tired. Okay? You just gotta go. Fight through it. Why would you have not done that 30 seconds earlier? Just little things like that could just greatly improve your guys' game. Just don't stop grinding. Go until you black out. Whatever. That's just my take on the matter. Here's a little instant replay of round one. And Alberto almost ended up in this position again in round two. But Sam was able to pop up or get a hold of Alberto's legs, which is where we ended up finishing in round two. But there's a great entry for that takedown. Just scoops right underneath that punch. Here we go, round three. Both fighters touch gloves. Sam's fighting himself. Right away, level changes, drives Alberto to the cage. Alberto in close guard. I really wish the Velasquez brothers could spend some time learning how to wrestle. And Alberto's gotten way better since this fight. He beat Andre Sellers at Ignite 110. And Andre's a great wrestler. And that was Alberto's professional debut. So he's definitely improved on the grappling game a lot. But if they could get some wrestling coaches up to Sleepy Eye, Minnesota to take care of these brothers here, these guys would be a force to be reckoned with in the MMA community because they're doing all this on their own, I think. Alberto has a pretty good guillotine in, but Sam does a great job defending it. I would have switched to the Von Flue earlier. If I was Sam, he has a great setup for it. Sam posturing up here. Alberto's rolling out. Gives up his back. Sam could knee. Takes him down to the ground, though. Looks like he's hunting for that neck. Trying to get underneath the chin. He's slipping it in right now. He's got one hook in on the fence. Alberto needs to monitor this choke. Good job by Alberto playing D. Sam looking at something. Alberto climbs back up to his feet. Excellent work from getting off the bottom. Sam still has a good double grip. Alberto needs to get that right arm back on the inside. Nope. Sam ends up turning around and getting to his back. Lifts him up. Throws some uppercuts and some hooks. A lot of easy knees to the body right here. However, it's common to not see it because it doesn't get trained a lot. Because it just hurts a lot. So a lot of fighters don't practice it. And if you don't practice it in training, you're not going to do it in your live fight. Late in round 3, Sam's dominating this round. Alberto needs a finish here, I think, to get the win. Sam just controlling this whole round. Pretty good ground and pound. Ooh, he's got a partial rear naked choke right here. Velasquez pushing up on the elbow, trying to get it out. Ends up tapping out. Good effort by Velasquez trying to get out. Good job, bro. Good job, Mr. Smith. Excellent work today. Round 3, rear naked choke submission to Mr. Sam Smith.